Arrow Season 7 Episode 2. Let's get started, shall we? Green arrow on the back. What's up, guys? Brian Mac here doing another weekly review of TV shows, of course. What else would it be? Today, of course, we're reviewing Arrow Season 7 Episode 2. Where's my phone at? Longbow Hunters, yes. I need my phone to tell me that. Not because, you know, I'm just stupid. I don't really know how to properly describe this episode. I know what happened, but like I don't know how to properly phrase it in words exactly. So I'm just gonna read off the IMDb description of the episode. Felicity is determined to find Diaz by any means necessary when Diggle tries to keep her on the outs, and Oliver is forced to ally with an old enemy. Somehow I cannot phrase that properly, so I had to choose IMDb for that. So thank you, IMDb. I would say this episode's on par with last week's episode. It definitely had the same level of quality and stuff. It's a good episode. So, of course, I would say the main plot of this episode is the Felicity and Diaz plot. So, of course, last episode, Felicity sent William off somewhere safe, somewhere out of the city, so Diaz can't get to him. And, of course, she's now no longer in protective custody. And she got out of protective custody, and now she will stop at nothing to get Diaz, stop him, take him down, so that her family is safe, and will also get revenge on him ruining her family already. And which, I also really like this. I really like how she's getting this more, she's taking a no shit attitude right now. She's not taking any of this shit. She'll stop at nothing right now. She's getting her hands dirty. I really like seeing her be very serious right now. And how she just won't stop at nothing right now. I really like the development she's getting and for her character. It's really nice. It's really cool. But of course, Diggle doesn't like the fact that she, of course, is doing all this stuff because, well, for one thing, she used Argus computers to hack into Argus and find out where this location where Diaz possibly could be, or some other thing. Or something that Diaz stole. It's like a battery type of. It's like this battery he stole. It's like a bomb kind of thing, or can drain power, or something like that. I don't remember because I'm terrible. I should have taken the note down, and which I didn't, so I'm stupid. And she kind of screwed up the operation that Diggle and his Argus agents had set up to take down Diaz and find this thing. And of course, since she screwed it up, that's not good because now they've lost a bit of a lead. And so yeah, now this is kind of the tension between Diggle and Felicity, and which is really cool. I like seeing. And they do at some point make up, and she does agree to help him take down Diaz on his terms and stuff. So, and which they don't take down Diaz because they pretty much fail, because they're on a train. They're on a train, and it leads to a really cool fight scene between Diaz and Diggle with a flamethrower and stuff. It's really cool, and they did stop him from getting the battery and stuff. But yeah, it was a really cool sequence on the train. And of course, the Longbow Hunters being there as well. And oh yeah, never even talked about the Longbow Hunters yet. The Longbow Hunters are characters from the comics. They are very deadly, very skilled assassins. They're now in this season, and they were teased at the end of the last season with apparently Diaz calling them in for some help and backup. And now they're here now, and they're not doing all of the Longbow Hunter members. They're only doing 3 of them for this season. Maybe they might add more later on. I'm not sure, but so far it's only 3. So there is Red Dart, she's a character who has these of course these darts that have any kind of means of what she needs to do, like poison gas or knockout gas or hack a computer or whatever and stuff like that. Kodiak, who's this big, strong dude with a shield, which I assume the shield has multiple purposes and stuff. Then there's this other character who I heard apparently is a new character. She's not from the actual Longbow Hunters from the comics. Her name is Silencer, and she has the ability to silence get rid of the sound area, create this barrier around her that knocks out all sound or something like that. It's I don't really know how exactly her powers work or her abilities work, her tech. She does this kind of field forms around her that kind of blocks out sound. So it's not effective. It's not effective against Black Canaries. Well, both Black Canaries, Black Canary and Black Siren. And then at the end of the episode, they team up and both Sonic Scream or barrier and take it down stuff. So it's weak against one Sonic Scream, but 2, it's not. It's weak. And even though these characters were the main title characters of the episode, and it was cool seeing them, but there wasn't I didn't really get the feeling of these guys these really tough. They were tough characters. They were clearly well trained badasses, but I wasn't getting that feeling quite yet. I wasn't completely sold on them yet. I do like them right now, but there's just not enough there for me to fully like them yet. There's not that. I really can't talk at all, can I? I just have to give it a little bit this season to see more of them and see more of what they can do and stuff before I give a full consensus of how I fully like them. I do like them, but not entirely yet. I need to see more of them to make a full consensus on this. But they were also the ones who actually broke into a building early on in the episode and stole that battery device that Diaz needs and stuff. And it was a cool scene seeing them break into that place using all their special skills and abilities and stuff, or tech. They don't have any powers, but still. But yeah, like I said, I do think they're cool. I like them and stuff, but of course, I want to see still a little bit more of them before I give a full consensus of how I like them as the villains. Now moving on to the Oliver side of the episode, of course, because this is Arrow and stuff, so of course. So Oliver now needs to find out information on who hired that guy in the prison to come and attack him in the shower or stuff and tell him that his family was killed by Diaz, which they weren't. And he finds out that he was taken into solitary confinement, so he has no leads on him, on Diaz now. But he finds out through his friend Stanley now that Brick apparently hired this guy. Apparently Diaz hired Brick to hire these guys inside the prison, which forces Oliver now to kind of be buddy-buddy with Brick, so he kind of needs Brick to give him information about Diaz since he's been talking to him. But of course that means he has to now ally himself with Brick, and again, Bronze Tiger, and the other guy, Cody Rhodes, is his actor name. I know his actor's name, I don't know the actual character name now. Derek Sampson, and that guy. He has to kind of like work with them a little bit, not entirely work with them, but he has to kind of like help them out a little bit so they can get some information. So they ask him to take out this one guard in the prison who's been kind of like on Oliver's case since he got here, and he's just kind of an annoying guy. And like, now of course they want him to kill the guard, but of course Oliver doesn't want to kill the guard and stuff. So we have to try and find other ways to get rid of him. So him and his buddy Stanley, they quickly get onto the computers like secretly and find out some stuff about him. They find on his records that he's kind of a dickhead, like outside in real life and stuff. He's kind of a jerk, and like he has a wife and son and stuff. And of course, at some point, Oliver at one point just tries to convince him and please leave or transfer or quit so that nothing bad happens and stuff. But he won't listen to him. And so finally, Oliver has to take matters in his own hands, and then he has to go up to the guard during the cafeteria and tell him, "What's your problem with me? You've been on my ass since I got here and stuff." And he tells him to back off. But then Oliver's telling him like, "Wouldn't your family like to know how much of a dick you are?" And he starts mentioning his wife's name and his son's name and stuff, or his daughter, what was it, son or daughter he had now, I forget. But he mentions their name, and like he says, "How dare you mention their names," and like, and then he was about to grab his baton and start beating him with it and stuff. But then Oliver, because Bronze Tiger, like earlier on, gave him a little shiv so he can use it on the guard. And he uses the shiv not to kill the guard, but he uses it to make it look like the guard just stabbed him and stuff, and he fakes it, and now the guard's being taken away, and now I'm getting fired, probably. Not probably, he's definitely getting fired, but yeah, he's out of prison now, he didn't have to kill him anything, and Brick's now happy, so now, we didn't see him give Oliver the information at the end of the episode, we'll probably see that in the next episode, but now he's in good with Brick, so he can now get some secrets from him and the others, so it's going to be cool seeing Oliver kind of work with the villains and stuff, it's going to be really interesting to see that. And the final storyline that was happening in the episode, of course, is the flash forward storyline in the future with the older William and the older Roy Harper now. So, of course, in the future we see Roy and adult William, or just William, and we see them having a conversation. He asks him about like what's been happening, and he tells Roy that apparently Oliver and Felicity kind of just left him, which I'm not really sure what that would mean. We don't really know what that means. Like, I don't know. Like, it's really confusing about why would they just leave him. Like, Oliver would never just leave his son. I would Felicity and stuff, so it's kind of interesting about what that can mean exactly. But like in the episode, it's kind of implied that Felicity is still alive, but Oliver's not. So who knows exactly what happened? And Roy basically telling him that like you're not going to find answers on this island because he reveals that because in this arrowhead that William has, arrowhead that like Felicity gave him, which I'm about to call Thea by her actress's name, and Thea gave Felicity this arrowhead, which she then gave William. And this arrowhead actually had this little beeper thing in it, which had coordinates leading him to Lian-Yu, which of course is where Roy is right now. So he believed that there was some kind of purpose that he was sent here to find Roy. And he's telling him that you're not going to find anything on this island, because I still haven't found anything on this island yet either, which is setting up something about Roy's character arc this season, which we don't know yet. And it might have something to do with the modern day setting, because it's still a popular theory that he's the current Green Arrow for now, so who knows what that means. But then Roy looks at the thing again, and the arrowhead, and he tells him that I actually do know what this coordinates thing, or whatever it is. There was some kind of like coordinates thing in there. I don't know. There was something else in there that said something, and he says, I know. There was something else. There was something inside the arrowhead with the location thing for Lian-Yu saying something, and he says, I know what this means. And then they go and dig up this little like grave thing, and like one of the graves that's on the island, which I think is a grave, or maybe it's not a grave. I think it's coordinates for like a certain spot on the island, I guess. I don't know if it was a grave they were digging up. Oh yeah, it was a grave they were digging up. So yeah, sorry. They had this grave and they found this like crate in it that had like Oliver's bow and stuff, and like William's kind of confused about like why would Felicity send me here to find my dad's bow? I can't even shoot an arrow and stuff. So William's not been trained to become a superhero. Clearly, Oliver never trained to become the Green Arrow, which that doesn't surprise me. Like, I mean, Oliver would not train his son to become the new Green Arrow. As far as we know right now, like, we don't know if, like, this future timeline might lead to a woman becoming the Green Arrow possibly, but it sounds like he might not be, considering Oliver never trained him to become, like, to be trained with a bow and arrow, so it sounds like Oliver never wanted him to take up the superhero life, so there's that. But then Roy looks inside the bow and knows exactly why they were sent here to find this and stuff, and he looks inside, there's just a little, like, piece of paper hidden inside a compartment on the bow, and he quickly looks at it, and then he burns it immediately, and we don't get to see what it is, William doesn't see what it is, so we're kind of confused about what that is exactly. But then after Roy looks at the note, then burns it, he says, we're going to Star City and stuff, so that's going to be cool. We're going to see this now, future Star City, in the next episode. It's going to be really interesting to see, like, I wonder, like, what we're going to see exactly in Star City in the future. Like, will we see, like, any other older versions of some other characters? Maybe we might see Smoke Technologies, which was, like, something that was teased on episode later tomorrow, and was also hinted that was going to happen soon on Arrow at some point. So I think that's what Felicity was trying to do, build Smoke Technology or something like that. I forget now, but yeah, it was something that was teased on later tomorrow when they went to the future of Star City one time. So it might happen here too. So who knows? And the episode ends with Felicity going to that FBI Agent Watson, and who, of course, she's the one who arrested Oliver and stuff. And she said that, like, she's staying in town right now until Diaz is caught and stuff. And Felicity tells her that, like, you know, you put my husband in jail so that, and promised him immunity for all of us and stuff. But now it's time to hold up your end of the bargain and help catch Diaz and stuff. So she's now aligning herself with Watson, the FBI, to try and take down Diaz and stuff. Because of course she actually left Argus because after on the train, like, Felicity was sort of like hesitant about letting Diaz get away because, like, they had Diego told her to separate this one car on the train that had the device on it. And he told her to do that so that Diaz won't get his hands on it, but she's like, we can't let him get away. But then Kurt does it at the last minute and separates the train car and stuff, and he gets away. And Felicity then has to leave Argus because, like, she can't work with Diego right now because she needs to work with someone who's, like, actually really full on dedicated about taking down Diaz and stuff like her. So she can't work with him, so she goes to FBI and stuff, which is cool. Like I said, I really do like seeing this, like, no shit nonsense, like, not backing down this right now. Felicity has her. I do like it. It's like, it's good character development for her. I really like it, actually. I'm not particularly excited about seeing Watson back. I wasn't the biggest fan for her last season because she was a bit of an ass. Like, I mean, she was a dick to Green Arrow and the others, but of course she was kind of like just an ass, you know. I mean, she was, of course, outing him as a Green Arrow. Of course, she wasn't an ass, but still, like, she wasn't like a particular favorite character of mine last season. But still, it's gonna be interesting to see. There's also this good line that Dale has in the episode. We'll talk about how Felicity asked him, "Why did you not put on the hood?" Because Oliver, as like one last request he made to you before he went to jail, is that he gave you the hood and asked to carry on his legacy in Star City, which he never put on the hood. Which he did wear the hood before last year, and he got pissed at Oliver during season 6 when he took back the hood and never gave him back the hood because he liked wearing it and being the Green Arrow and stuff. But now he tells Felicity that the reason why he didn't put the hood back on because of how he saw what the hood did to him and Felicity and her, and like how it ruined their lives and stuff, and like he didn't want to do that to his wife Lila and their son JJ. So like he didn't want to put the hood on because he didn't want to ruin his own life and stuff, and like because he thinks the hood just kind of ruins the people's lives, the people who wear it and stuff, and he thinks he knows there's other ways to honor Oliver's legacy without wearing the hood. So that's really a poignant line. Is that the correct wording for that? Probably isn't. So who cares? And of course, throughout this other thing, I keep bringing a lot of shit, don't I? Laurel, or Black Siren, is supposed to be in protective custody right now from Diaz because he might come after her and get revenge. Of course, Dinah is like trying to make her be in protective custody, but she's not listening and stuff. At some point, the two of them, like Laurel sneaks off to this place to hopefully find Diaz, and so does Dinah because she's a cop and stuff. She finds him there. And of course, there's still kind of a tension between the two of them because, of course, she did kill Vinny, the person she loved last season. Laurel killed Vinny last season, of course. And so there's a little bit of a tension there and stuff. But then by the end of the episode, after Dinah comes to her rescue and stuff, Laurel does then come to her and tell her, "I'm going to take your protection now" and stuff. And she wants her to know that even though I know you'll never forgive me, and I don't expect you to, I want to let you know I am truly sorry about killing Vinny and stuff. And so and probably by the end of the season, or maybe at some point in the season, they will probably forgive each other. Like Dinah will forgive Laurel and stuff, which will be cool. It would be cool to see more fight scenes with like Dinah and Laurel working together, like Black Siren and Black Canary working together instead of working against each other. So that would be cool. All right, I finished reviews going on long enough now, I think. So yeah, overall, I say I give this episode the same rating I gave the last episode, 8 out of 10. Honestly, hey, this episode was like I said was at the beginning was on the same level of quality as the last episode. It's really good. I can't even think I had any problem to have the episode. Really, like it's on the same level of quality. It's still really good. I'm still really looking forward to this season. The Oliver plotline prison is still really good so far. Seeing Diaz still as the main villain is still really cool. The Longbow Hunters, I'm excited to see more of them. And seeing this new arc for Felicity is really cool. And learning more about this future stuff with Roy and William is really cool too. So yeah, I'm very excited to see the next episode. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next Arrow review soon. Bye.